Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Keyser Field for tonight's Green Meadows Conference football game between the visiting Hicksville Aces and our own Paulding Panthers.
Good evening, football fans.
Board of Education, Administration, and Athletic Department of Paulding High School extend to each one of you a cordial welcome. Paulding High School and Hicksville High School are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, abide by high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. The athletes of tonight's game are friendly rivals. While play may be fierce, all in attendance this evening are reminded that this is a game between youngsters and that sporting behavior is expected at all times. The officials assigned to tonight's game have been selected and assigned according to procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Green Meadows Conference. Our officials for this evening's game are referee Joe Deringer, umpire Rob Coleman, linesman Kurt Burtz, line judge Isaac Beringer, and back judge Sean Morrison. At this time, we'd like to have a moment of silence for former school board member and Paulding High School football player and student, Clint Vance. Clint was a 2009 graduate of Paulding High School and was passionate about Paulding schools and the Paulding community. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the Vance family.
Passed away unexpectedly earlier this year. Current and former military personnel.
Tonight, the football team is paying tribute to all the men and women who served in uniform by participating in Operation Buckeye Guard. The team is being joined this evening by Staff Sergeant Quentin Moy, who put the team through a boot camp this summer. Thank you to Staff Sergeant Moy and all our military personnel in attendance for your service to our country. And now at this time, ladies and gentlemen, in order to honor America, would everyone please rise for the playing of our national anthem, performed this evening by the Paulding High School Marching Band and 8th grade band under the direction of Miss Taryn Root. With me tonight, as usual, operating like that pro camera, and we're getting ready for some football. It's again the Aces that come to Paulding to take on the Panthers here tonight. Glad to have you with us. We want to say a big thank you to our underwriters making our coverage possible. They include, as always, the automotive dealer here in Hicksville, Ohio. Very hard. And online HIX-TV.com, and also join us tonight for the first time. They're going to be doing all season long too. Factory Solutions of Hicksville. Taking the Hicksville to Hicksville, Ohio. All kinds of stuff there. I want to thank them so very much for their support. We're on board on throughout the course of this game, we do want to thank them for underwriting our coverage, especially helpful when we are on the road like we are here tonight. Football Parents Club is sponsoring the Jungle Cafe with cupcakes, cookies, hot chocolate, and coffee located at the north end of the stadium.
I can't see those numbers. Yeah.
Bergman is going to be teaming it up to handle the kicking here. 12 minutes on the first quarter clock, and here we go. Bergman. It's going to be hard to see the numbers for some of the Paulding players.
Paulding kickoff return by number 16, Braden Sanders.
Braden Sanders, number 16, with the return and take it out to the 42-yard line.
Paulding will start first and 10 from their own 42-yard line.
A bit of a distance away, the numbers kind of blend into the camera. So they'll do the best that we can here. Jacob Fife is their sophomore quarterback. Quick handoff. And try to move it around the corner. They're going to lose the
Ball carried number 33, Dawson Lamb.
It's carried by number 33, that's Dawson Lamb. And Lamb manages to get a couple yards. It's not cool because he was 4 yards.
Loss of 2 brings up second and 12. Ball resting at the 40-yard line.
And Jacob Fife, their quarterback, only a sophomore, 6'3". Kid. Works out of the shotgun. Fife puts the ball in the air. It's caught. And you get positive yardage on the play.
Pass is caught by number 16, Braden Sanders.
Third and 4.
On the 48-yard line.
Brings up third down and 4. Ball resting at the 48-yard line.
We advance the ball to the 48-yard line. After the play, it's back to the hub. This is defense. Looking to put a stop on them. It's one of the things the Aces have need to do better at, which is get some more 3 and outs from their opponents. White drops back again, looking downfield. Tucks the ball in, rolls out. Bergman's going to corral him, and it's going to be tackled for it.
Ball carrier number 5, Jacob Fife.
He touched the 45-yard line, which will bring up 4th and 7 now for the Panthers, and most likely an appearance the first time tonight. Punting
Loss of 3 brings up 4th down and 7 for Paulding. Ball resting on their own 45-yard line.
For the Aces.
Down at the 3-yard line. Hicksville will start first and 10 from their own 3-yard line.
So the Aces are going to have about 97 yards to navigate. Get to the end zone.
On a roll. They never do that on first half. Otherwise, it's not bad.
Field tonight after being laid down for a couple of weeks. Dixie Brody, that's second, number 13. Cleveland.
Sometimes
Two backs behind him. Quick handoff up the middle.
I mean, it just.
And not much there. Just carrying there, number 3, but number 3 is not sure. Looking at second. And still 10 yards to the bottle left there.
No gain of play brings up second and 10 for Hicksville.
And clean up. Bergman gets out of the end zone. Bergman finds a nice hole. Bergman up the sideline, still on his feet across the 30-yard line. So Bergman gets the
Pass is caught by number 5, Jackson Bergman. First down, Hicksville.
And he gets it out to the 30-yard line with the chains. And give the Aces a fresh set of downs.
Hicksville starts first and 10 from their own 31-yard line.
So first and 10 for the Aces at their own 31-yard line. The breathing room they need to be able to really run their offense here. And the step off the center, number 3, Bronson Graber. Cleveland in the air again. It's caught.
13 on the ball carrier.
Ball carrier 13, Brody Balser.
6. Balser.
8 of 7, brings up second down and 3. Ball resting on the Hicksville 38-yard line.
To about the 38-yard line.
I see that's got a hold of it.
Covered by Paulding. First and 10, Paulding.
First turnover of the night.
Paulding starts first and 10 from the Hicksville 37-yard line.
The Aces 37-yard line with 7 minutes and 58 seconds to go here in our opening quarter.
Ball carrier 33, Dawson Lamb.
33-yard line. 32-yard line. 32. 32-yard line.
And gets into the 32-yard line.
Good 6 yards there.
Gain of 6 brings up second down and 4 for Paulding. Ball carrier 5, take a 5-yard line. First down, Paulding. First and 10, Paulding to the Hicksville 26-yard line.
So the Panthers will break huddle and come up to the line. Fife, again working out of the shotgun. Quick handoff, that's to number 42, Sam Woods. Woods is going to power down near the 21-yard line.
Great job, senior Sam Woods. That time did an excellent job of reading this.
Gain of 5 brings up second and 5 for Paulding. Ball resting on the
So Woods gets the Panthers a 2nd and 5.
On schedule, getting big yards on first down. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 5 here.
Split backs on either side of Fife in the backfield. And another handoff. And that time, a little misdirection. Ball given to, I think that was number 11, Tyson. Number 8. So that'll give the Panthers a first and goal from the 4-yard line. Another handoff. And into the end zone, touchdown Panthers. Dawson Lamb from 4 yards out. And the Panthers strike first here tonight at Keyser Field and take an early 6-0 lead over the visiting Aces. We'll get ready for the extra point attempt. Kick is up. And kick is good.
The score, Paulding 7, Hicksville 0.
So with the successful conversion, it's a 7-0 game. Panthers with the lead. And we'll get ready for a kickoff. The Aces will get the ball back and get ready to get back on offense. Trailing by 7. Again, want to make mention that recently we had a bit of a revamp for our underwriting here at Hicksville Community Television, and we have various levels of support that people can choose should they choose to underwrite programming here on HIX-TV. And the all sports underwriting, where you underwrite all of our sports coverage, is what's now known as the diamond level. We have a gold level and a silver level and a platinum level and so forth. And we just want to welcome again ATP Manufacturing Solutions joining the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships as our 2 diamond level sponsors or underwriters supporting all of our sports broadcasts for Hicksville here on Hicksville Community Television. Paulding with a little bit of a razzle-dazzle fake there. They're going to get ready, and there'll be an onside style kick. It'll roll down, and Bergman will fall on it on about the 33-yard line. We'll see where they mark him officially. It might be closer to the 32, but yeah, the onside kick rolls down, and Bergman falls on it, and that's where the Aces will set up their offense. 5 minutes, 37 seconds to go here in quarter number 1 here at Hicksville Field in Paulding, where the Panthers are hosting the Aces on Paulding's Military Appreciation Night. That's why they've got the camo jerseys on. Aces will come out. Klima getting himself set. High snap, he controls it, quick handoff, and out to about the 35-yard line. That was Bergman, I believe, with the carry. Gain of a couple. That'll make it 2nd and 8 for the Aces. Get Klima with the snap, dropping back. He's going to air it out this time. Got a man open, caught by Bergman at midfield. He'll step out of bounds, so that'll be enough to move the chains. It'll be first down, Hicksville.
First down, Hicksville. That time they had Simpson wide side, but watch the quick drop there by Klima.
Hicksville has the ball, 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 for the Aces at midfield. Looking to draw even on this one here tonight. Out to Balzer. Balzer's hit as soon as he catches the ball, and he's going to be dropped for about a 2-3 yard loss. And it looks like about a 3-yard loss when all is said and done. It'll bring up 2nd and 13 for the Aces. So the Panthers were waiting for that one, and again, as soon as Balzer made connection with the football, he was wrapped up and brought down. 2nd and 13 now for Hicksville. So that puts them back to their own 47-yard line. Klima's going to throw it again. I thought it might be picked off, but a great throw and an even better catch. I think that was Baird that made the grab. And that should be first down yardage. Kyler Baird. They needed 13, and Baird got them 14, so that'll move the chains. A fresh set of downs for Hicksville. Clock will continue to roll. 4 minutes and 12 seconds and counting here in quarter number 1. Glad to have you with us. Bill and Brian with Hicksville Community Television. Hope you're enjoying the coverage here tonight. Big thank you to the Paulding Athletic Department for giving us space up here in the press box and giving us permission to live stream the coverage for you. Pitch to Bergman. Bergman back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. That'll make it 2nd and about 10 for the Aces. So the Aces get the signal from Coach Lucas Smith on the sideline and head back out onto the gridiron. And we'll be ready to go. 2nd and 10 now for Hicksville. Ball resting at the 39-yard line of the Panthers. Klima, again, looking downfield. Then he's going to tuck it under and hang on to it. Aaron Klima gets down inside the 35, down to the 34 with a nice run, short of first down yardage, but Aaron will give him at least a manageable 3rd down. As the chimes ring. It'll be a 3rd and 5 for the Aces coming up here. Again, ball resting on the 34-yard line of the Panthers. Bergman and Graber behind Klima. Klima's going to throw it ahead and throws it behind Balzer. And Balzer not able to get back in time to be able to make the catch. He'll come up a little bit gimpy, too, as Brody sort of limps back to the huddle. He's walking it off okay, and now we'll see what the Coach Luke Smith wants to do here. If it's going to be 4-down territory for the Aces. Looks like it will indeed. They're going to go for it on 4th and 5. Klima rolling out, puts the ball in the air. He's got a man. Baird makes the grab. Baird makes the grab inside the 10-yard line to give a 1st and goal to the Aces. What a great throw, and Baird showing some extreme patience. That's one of those things when you sort of stop and you have to take a few steps back to catch the ball. You know that there's a good chance that you might be popped as soon as you catch it because you're slowing down enough to let the defense key in on you, but Baird did it anyway, makes the grab. And they'll put the ball down at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal Aces with 1:55 to go here in quarter number 1. Aces looking to draw things even here before the close of the quarter. Klima gives it to Bergman. Bergman down to the 5. Pickup of a couple, make it 2nd and goal. Now they're going to actually say he touched his knee at the 6. So gain of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal now from the 6-yard line for Hicksville. Minute 15, Klima. And that time the Panthers were waiting for Bergman, and they'll drop him back around the 10-yard line. So the Aces, again, get down to 1st and goal and kind of start moving in the wrong direction. Unfortunately, seen that a couple times earlier. So it'll be a 3rd and goal now for Hicksville with the ball at the 10-yard line. Play clock down to 15. Klima gets his back set behind him. Klima, ball in the air, got a man open, and no good. Looks like he came down out of bounds on the back line. So pass caught, but out of bounds beyond the back line. So that'll bring up 4th and goal now for the Aces from the 10-yard line. The incompletion stops the clock with 25.4 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1. And the Aces coming back out onto the field to see if they can punch it in here on 4th and goal. They got 10 yards to go. Klima again throwing it out. He overthrows Bergman, and the Aces will cough it up on downs at the 10-yard line. So the Aces get a 1st and goal and wind up turning it over on downs as some of the offensive woes continue here. So Paulding will take over on offense. It'll be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10 on their own 10-yard line with 21 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. So Paulding should be able to get one play off here before the quarter ends. Fife, split back on either side of him, puts a man in motion. Snap, quick handoff, and a nice hole. Still on his feet, out to about the 17, 18-yard line. That was Dawson Lamb powering it out, and that'll be the end of quarter number 1. So we played the first 12 minutes here at Keyser Field in Paulding, and at the end of the first quarter, it's the homestanding Paulding Panthers leading the Aces 7-0. Get ready for quarter number 2. We'll switch ends of the field, and I've got some time to say a couple big thank yous to our football underwriters making our coverage possible here on HIX-TV. They include ATP Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park. They are leaders in robot palleting and packaging, also powder coating, welding. There's a whole bunch of stuff that they do, and they just joined us as an underwriter today, so I don't have a lot of information yet. But I can tell you that Tony Niswander and the gang over there are a great bunch of people, a terrific place to work. They're hiring, and great being able to partner with them, and looking forward to being able to tell you a lot more about them in the weeks to come. And we want to thank them so very much for joining us as our newest Diamond level supporter of Hicksville Community Television. And thanks also to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and of course online at jimschmidtauto.com. It's all about service before, during, and after the sale of the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. We want to thank both of them so very much for their support of HIX-TV and our football broadcasts. Fife back out as we get ready to get quarter number 2 underway. Quick snap, dropping back to throw. Fife looking downfield, puts the ball in the air, man in, and dropped right into the hands of number 8, who's not on the. That's Braden Sanders. Grab my pen and make the change. Braden Sanders normally wears 16, but he's wearing number 8 tonight. So we'll make that quick note. He had it right in his hands, and just between the Aces defender, and he just couldn't hang on to it. It hits the turf, incomplete. Fife will give it another go. This is a quick handoff, trying to get around the corner, bouncing off a couple of defenders, and finally being corralled and brought down at about the 20-yard line. But that will be good enough for a first down for the Panthers. They'll move the chains. They only needed to get to the 20, and they get to about the 21. So first down, Paulding, as their drive will continue here into the second quarter. Fife gets the word from the sideline and heads back out. They'll form up. Fife works out of the shotgun. Fife's going to hang on to it himself. Fife manages to elude a couple of defenders, but not the third wave, as they'll drop him for a loss back at about the 19-yard line. You know, there's nothing worse than when you're calling a football game and your cameraman right next to you goes and gets a big slice of pizza and is eating it right next to you. Oh, man.
I don't need to talk, so.
Smells good. Hey, again, we want to thank the Paulding Athletic Department, taking good care of us, having some pizza up here in the press box, and we just really appreciate their hospitality. First year, quick handoff from Fife, and tries to reverse his field, and not much there. Is going to be held in place right at about the 20-yard line. So that's going to bring up third down and about 11 for the Panthers. So I was saying, The Paulding Panthers have returned to the Green Meadows Conference this year. I think that they were in the GMC years ago. Maybe not. I'd have to track down one of the historians, but yeah, their first year in the modern era. Let's say their first year, their debut season in the GMC. Fife scrambling, gets the ball in the air, and I think that's going to be trapped. Well, they're going to say it is a catch, but they probably wish it wasn't, because it was a catch for a loss, and that'll move them back even a little further and make it 4th and 12. And the punting unit will head back out for the Panthers. No, Paulding, good addition to the GMC. Again, real nice facility for football down here, and we've been in the gymnasium a couple times for basketball tournament coverage, so they have a nice facility down here. So getting ready to punt it away to the Aces. Snap. Ball is in the air. This one's going to be shorter than the last time, and a fair catch signaled by Baird. And he'll catch it at about the 43-yard line of the Panthers, and that's where the Aces will set up 1st and 10 as they get ready to go back on offense. Still only down by a touchdown, 7-0. So the Aces aren't out of it yet by a long shot. Their last offensive series, they had it all the way down to the 7-yard line with a 1st and goal. They weren't able to capitalize on that, but they're going to take another crack at it right now. So we'll see how it goes. 9 minutes, 32 seconds left in the first half here. Halftime, the Aces Pride Marching Band has made the trip down to Paulding, and the Paulding Panthers Band is here as well, obviously. We heard them play before the game. So we'll look forward to some halftime entertainment coming up shortly. Klima pitches it back to Bergman. Bergman looking for a hole. Bergman trying to turn the corner. He does, but not for much. He might have picked up a yard. And it looks like actually they're going to mark him right at about the line of scrimmage, so that's pretty much going to make it 2nd and 10, it looks like. Oh, no, they're going to say that he actually stepped out of bounds back at the 46-yard line, which is going to be a loss of almost 4. So just 1 foot touching the sideline on the far side of the field backs the Aces up. Klima this time throws to Bergman, and this time it'll be positive yardage for Jackson as he'll be out very close to 1st down yardage, about a yard shy it looks like. Put the ball at the 34-yard line, and they go from 2nd and 14 to 3rd and 1, which can't complain about that. Klima set up again. Again, 2 split backs behind him. High snap and another handoff to Bergman. Bergman, a little bit of running room. Bergman gets around the corner. Bergman to about the 20-yard line before he steps out of bounds. As Jackson gets some more positive yardage and moves the chain for the Aces one more time. Put the ball just inside the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 Hicksville. Officially, they're going to mark it at the 19. 8:43 to go. They'll get the chain gang, the markers in place. And here comes Klima with the play. Bergman and Graber, the backs behind him. This time, Graber gets the touch, and he'll get stopped right at the 20-yard line. So Graber loses about a half a yard, make it 2nd and 11. So Klima and company with a 2nd and 11 here at the 20-yard line. Ball in the air. That's caught by Balzer. Balzer And they're going to say, nope, incomplete. He dropped it. Not able to control it and hang on to it after he was hit. So it'll be 3rd and 11 for the Aces. Thought Brody had his hands on it, but slipped through as made contact. And the Aces are going to talk things over here. They're going to call the first time out of the first half. It comes with the Aces facing a 3rd and 11 with the ball right at the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And again, the Aces want to make sure that they get this right. They do not want to come away from this possession without any points on the board. 8:18 to go here in quarter number 1. And you're watching high school football action. It's the Aces at Paulding here on Hicksville Community Television. Glad to have you with us. Bill Murphy and Brian Williams down here in the Keyser Field press box. Enjoying the hospitality of the Paulding Athletic Department. Want to thank them again so very much. Military Appreciation Night here for the Panthers. They're wearing the camo jerseys. As this is the last game before homecoming. Hard to believe, but yeah, next Friday, October 1st, it's homecoming weekend for the Aces at Aces Field, hosting Edgerton. We're looking forward to that already with all of the homecoming festivities that take place before the game, and I think the parade is coming back this year. We'll talk more about that later. Right now, let's get back to the matter at hand after the timeout. Aces pitch back to Bergman, and Bergman puts the ball in the air. It's caught and into the end zone. Touchdown. We'll make sure that we don't have any flags on the field. I'm not seeing anything, so a great play as, again, Klima took the snap, pitched it back to Bergman. Bergman set up, put the ball in the air. And I think it was Steffel that made the catch. I can't see from where we are whether that was 8 or 9. But that makes it a 6-7 game. And the Aces going to go for 2. Bergman pitches it out to Klima. Klima heading towards the end zone, lowers his shoulder, pounds in, and it's good. It's good, and the Aces take the lead 8-7 on the successful 2-point conversion. Klima goes in, and the Aces take a 1-point lead tonight here at Paulding's Keyser Field. So 8:11 left in the first half, and the Aces in the lead now, but not by much. 8-7 the score. They'll get ready to kick it off to the Panthers here shortly. And that was just what the doctor ordered. A good, strong offensive showing, a great play to get him into the end zone. And then a strong play on a 2-point conversion that succeeds. Give the Aces a little shot in the arm, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum here. It's been something that they've missed having in a couple of the games so far this season. So the Aces will come out onto the field and get ready to kick the ball to the Panthers.
We talked about how really Bergman's going to be that X factor tonight. He's going to be that.
Each receive the Hicksville kickoff.
Yeah, Bergman's going to tee it up and be ready to kick it off.
Great job there, kind of using him as a decoy. He's able to.
And that's going to be a low roller, and Aces got it. And there's a flag thrown, though, so we'll see. It has to go 10 yards, and Bergman kicked it, and he was sort of running like right along with the football. Have to make sure that they don't touch it. And as soon as it went past the 10-yard mark, the Aces fell on it. And we're going to have a bit of a conference here. They looked like the Aces fell on the ball, and then a flag was thrown. So if the Aces touched the ball any time before it went the full 10 yards, that could be an infraction. Or maybe there was some other shenanigans going on. We'll wait and see. And it's going to be against the Aces. And it looks like it's going to be some kind of a hold.
Holding is the call against Hicksville.
I think it's going to be a post possession, so I think that
So we're waiting to see now if they rule this a post-possession foul. If the holding occurred after the Aces had possession of the ball, then they'll back them up 10 yards and it'll be Aces ball. If it happened before, then they can back them up and they can kick it again. And the way the Panthers are coming back out onto the field, it looks like it's going to be a re-kick. So the infraction must have taken place before the Aces fell on the football. So now Bergman will tee it up on the 30-yard line. We'll see if the Aces try it twice. Only took a couple of seconds off of the clock. So still just a little over 8 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. And this time Bergman's going to put a little bit of a leg into it. They'll scoop it up at about the 45-yard line. Across midfield, and the Aces will take him to the turf at about the 48-yard line of Hicksville. And maybe close to the 46. Yep, it'll be at the Aces 46-yard line. So after very nearly stealing a kickoff, the Aces give the ball back to the Panthers, and it'll be Panthers ball, 1st and 10 on Hicksville's 46-yard line with 8:05 left to play in this first half. Lamb in trouble, throws the ball, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver was number 1, who again is not on our roster. So we'll see if we can figure out who that is a little bit later. But the flag is going to move him back. And it will be a hold, spot foul, and the hold occurring right at about the line of scrimmage. So that'll make it a 1st and 20 now for the Panthers. Lamb hands it off, and he'll get, looks like maybe about 5 or so yards back. Dawson Lamb will take it out to the Paulding 48-yard line, where it will be 2nd and looks to be about 16.
Brings up 2nd down and 16 for Paulding.
So Jacob Fife breaks the huddle. Fife, another quick handoff, and almost back to the original line of scrimmage. Dawson Lamb gets close to the original line of scrimmage. That'll make it 3rd and looks to be about 11 or 12. 3rd and 11. So the ball rests at the Hicksville 47-yard line now, and 3rd and 11 for the Panthers. Aces could use a stop here. Clock rolling. Coming close to 6.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. Fife holds on to the ball, rolls out. Fife looking downfield, not seeing anything. Fife tucks it under. He's going to get what he can. Fife's going to get knocked out of bounds at about the 48-yard line of Paulding. for another loss, and that's going to bring up 4th and long. They're going to say he stepped out right at midfield, so it'll be 4th and 14 for the Panthers right at midfield, and it looks like they're going to punt. Well, we'll see what they do here. Perhaps not. But I think that they're going to, this side, they line up in the punt formation. Low snap, but he handles it, puts the ball in the air. It's going to come right down in front of Baird, and Baird's just going to let the Panthers put their hands on it at about the 17-yard line. So the Aces will take over, and again, pretty deep at their end of the field. They're going to mark it officially at the 18-yard line. 1st and 10, Hicksville. No, at the 17. I was right. Okay. That's what I thought. Kind of feels good when you're right and field announcer's wrong. 5:42 to go. Here come the Aces. They'll get the ball back 1st and 10 on their own 17-yard line. So 83 yards to go if they want to add to their 1-point lead here. Aces up 8-7 as we are just past the halfway point of quarter number 2 here at Keyser Field in Paulding. Klima gets the snap. Klima drops back, airs it out. He's got a man. Baird juggles it and can't hang on. Good defense from the Panthers as the ball came down just about perfectly in Baird's hands, and their defender was able to get just enough contact after the ball got into Kyler's hands to make him bobble it, and the ball hits the turf. So Kyler Baird, good receiver, but sometimes the other guy just has your number. Great play, though. Again, the Aces showing that they can hit the big plays and move it down the field. Klima again going to launch it, and he's going to overthrow Bergman on the far side, and that'll make 3rd and 10. And there's a flag thrown down at about the 29-yard line. So we'll see what is up with the flag, and it's going to be a hold against the Panthers, so that will advance the ball for the Aces the easy way. So that'll give the Aces the automatic 1st down. Ball now out on the 27-yard line. So that'll move the ball to the 27-yard line. 10 yards and an automatic 1st down. So Klima with a fresh set of downs to work with. Quick hitter to Bergman, and Bergman will step out of bounds at about the 33. Maybe 32, 33-yard line. We'll see where they mark it officially. At the 32. I couldn't see exactly which yard marker he stepped out at because the Paulding players were standing right on the sideline there. 32-yard line, 5-yard pickup for the Aces. 2nd and 5 with 5:24 to go in the half. Dropping back again, Klima dumps it over the middle, and it's going to be picked off. He overthrew Balzer just enough, and Paulding's Lamb, number 33, scoots in there and catches it at the 33-yard line of the Aces, the 2nd turnover from the Hicksville Aces tonight. So Paulding with the INT takes over, and it's 1st and 10 Panthers at the Aces 33-yard line with 5:19 to go in the half. Back on defense for the Aces now. Fife, split backs either side. Fife, quick handoff. That's to number 33, Lamb again. Lamb gets inside the 30 to about the 29. So pickup of about 5 for Lamb there. Well, they're going to say 4. Okay, 2nd and 6 for the Panthers. Keep that clock rolling for Paulding. So they want to try to get into the end zone, retake the lead. And a nice reverse play. Good stiff arm, and that'll get it down to the 15-yard line. And again, Dawson Lamb did a great job. He stopped dead in his tracks, reversed his field, found a nice hole, and manages to stiff arm a defender down to the 15-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Again, looking to punch one in here and hopefully not leave the Aces a lot of time to work with to draw back even. Fife. Good misdirection play. And that was Sanders, number 8. And Sanders will get it down to about the 5-yard line, maybe the 6. So it'll be second and 1 from the 6-yard line. Clock continues to roll, getting close to 3.5 minutes left in this half. 3:40 right now. Fife hands it off to number 33 again. Lamb spin move, heads towards the end zone. And Lamb comes up just short, but it'll be 1st and goal. And that's at the 2-yard line. So again, the Panthers knocking at the door. They trail by 1, 8-7. So another challenge for the Aces defense here, as they need to see if they can put a stop on a 1st and goal from the 2nd. And into the end zone he goes. So their first play into the end zone. And that was Sam Woods, number 42, making the 2-yard scamper. And that'll put the Panthers up now 13-8 as the kick is forthcoming. Snap, ball's down, kick is up, kick is good. That makes it 14-8 now as the Panthers retake the lead here at Keyser Field. They now are up on the Aces by 6. 14-8 our score with just over 3 minutes to go, 3:25 before halftime. Bill and Brian, glad to have you with us here on Hicksville Community Television, bringing you the action here tonight. Glad to have you with us. Hope you're enjoying tonight's action. Got a little bit of a lull in our sports live stream coverage coming up after tonight. I don't think we're back in action until Tuesday. And Tuesday's some junior high volleyball coming up on Tuesday against the Rams. And then I think after that, we're pretty much off until Homecoming Friday on October 1st. So it'll be kind of nice, actually. We've been doing an awful lot of coverage here, so it'll be kind of nice to have sort of a slow week. We can catch our breaths a little bit. Or in Brian's case, he can have a couple of 8-hour sessions in his hot tub out on the back deck of his house. I think I'm kidding. No, he really does. He has one. So the Panthers are going to get ready to kick the ball off to the Aces. we'll see how things go. Again, they huddle up, they come running up, then they stop, and then they break formation, and then they line up, and then they kick it. One of these days, though, when they do that, they're going to squib it, and they're going to catch them off guard. Maybe not the Aces, but some team. And that one takes a bad bounce. Bergman had to go down to his knees to be able to catch the ball and not have to worry about having it deflect off of him and be a live ball loose on the turf. So because of that, not able to advance it. So it'll be the 37-yard line, the spot of the football, and that's where the Aces will take over on offense, 1st and 10. Hicksville's going to have 3 minutes and 24 seconds to work with. Again, down by 6. So they'd like nothing better than to be able to march it down the field and maybe retake the lead even before they go into the halftime locker room. Aaron Klima and company, again, the two backs behind Aaron. High snap, Klima. Ball in the air, bared right through his hands. Paulding defender was mighty close, but no flag. Kept his hands off until the ball was right there. Timed it well. 2nd and 10 now. Again, a quick hitter, and that one's caught by Balzer. Balzer's second catch of the night, and Brody will get the ball to the 43-yard line. Bring up 3rd down. 3 minutes to go here before halftime. Aces looking at a 3rd and 4. Klima again is almost picked off. Oh, that was number 33 again. Dawson Lamb nearly getting his 2nd INT of the night. That'll bring up 4th down, and on this side of the field, the Aces are going to punt it. So Bergman will drop back for the punt, and the Aces will be back on defense, and they'll try to make sure that Panthers aren't able to put any more points on the scoreboard here before halftime. Bergman gets his foot into it. It comes down, caught at the 20-yard line. Moving sideways, and the Aces run him down, and they'll drop him back at the 18. Schaefer made the grab at the 20, and he tried to go sideways to get himself some running room, and the Aces closed the gap and got to him, and they drop him at the 18. So evidently there is a sideline warning penalty. And they're going to move it back. All right, so now the ball is at the 16 or 17-yard line. Let's see where they mark it officially. Hand off. Around the corner to the 20, out to about the 23. And again, that's Lamb. Lamb gets it out to about the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just about 7, 2nd and 3rd now for the Panthers. Clock rolling with 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the half. Fife gets the snap, drops back, hangs onto it himself. Fife being chased. Fife heading to the sideline. Fife should get the 1st down and then scoots out of bounds. It looks like Fife stepped out right around the 30, and that'll be enough for a 1st down for the Panthers. So Fife gets the Panthers a fresh set of downs. It'll be 1st and 10 Paulding on their own 30-yard line with 1:57 to go here in the half. Fife gets everyone set again, gets a snap. Fife rolling out, looking downfield, doesn't see anything. Fife finally gets the ball in the air and nearly picked off by the Aces. That was Langham that almost got his mitts on it. Pounding the turf, a little frustration there after the play. That'll make it 2nd and 10 now. Clock will stop with the incomplete pass, a minute 50 to go before the intermission. Again at halftime, the Aces Pride and the Paulding Panthers bands both slated to perform. So we'll disconnect the headset microphones for the sports sound box and let you enjoy the sound from down on the field. Fife, ball in the air. It looks like this could be trouble. Picked off. The Aces finally get a turnover tonight, and that's number 8, Caden Steffel. Steffel picks it off, and it'll be Aces ball now at their own 45-yard line, 1st and 10, and Hicksville's going to have a minute and 42 seconds to work with. So Steffel, that ball floated a little bit. Steffel was able to get himself in the good position. He picks it off. Credit him with the interception, and that's the first turnover to the Aces here tonight, and we'll see if the Aces can capitalize on it. So here they come, and we'll see what Coach Lucas Smith has up his sleeve and what Aaron Klima's going to do here. Klima, strike, and it's free. That's Balzer. Balzer shaking off a couple, and they finally managed to get him around the shoulders and pull him down at about the 34-yard line of the Panthers. They're going to say actually the 33, so that's 1st and 10 Aces. Again, they'll pause the clock a little bit and then get the down markers in place. Clock's already running again. Minute 20 to go. And a timeout called by the Panthers. So Paulding, with a minute and 20 seconds left to play in the half, calls their first timeout of the first half. Talk things over, and they want to make sure that the last thing that the Panthers want to have happen is that the Aces put more points on the scoreboard here right before halftime. And, of course, that's exactly what the Aces are wanting to do here, go into the halftime locker room with maybe a bit of a lead. Bill and Brian, glad to have you here with us. Again, we'll step aside, but we'll keep the live stream going so you can enjoy the halftime entertainment here at Keyser Field. And, of course, we'll be back, and we'll have all of the exciting action for you in the play-by-play coverage for the second half here tonight. Again, we want to say a big thank you to our football underwriters making our coverage possible from down here at Paulding tonight. That's, again, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. And, of course, in the Hicksville Industrial Park, our good friends at ATP Manufacturing Solutions. Proud to be a part of the Hicksville community. We're proud to have them a part of the HIX-TV family, too. All right, here we go. Klima gets the snap. Klima, ball in the air. It's going to be incomplete. Balls are the intended receiver, but Brody just not able to close the gap between him and the ball. So with the incompletion, it'll bring up 2nd down. With a minute 15, 2nd and 10 for the Aces. Again, the ball at the Paulding 33-yard line. Klima really airing it out this time. He's got a man. Oh, Baird just not quite able to get there. Would have been 6 if he'd been able to make it, but just out of the reach of Kyler Baird, so incomplete, and that'll bring up 3rd and 10 now for the Aces with a minute and 9 seconds to go. The Aces need to get to the 23-yard line to move the chains. And I think that, it's 3rd and 10. I don't think there's any doubt that they're going to be taking 2 cracks at it here. This will be 4-down territory for the Aces for sure. Klima. And, that's the last thing they wanted to have happen. Aaron gets taken down with authority back at about the 42-yard line, and immediately the Panthers call timeout. So Klima takes a big hit and a big loss, and the Panthers will call their second timeout right away because now they're thinking, well, maybe it won't be 4-down territory for the Aces, and if the Aces punt it here, they want to preserve enough time on the clock to maybe make something happen. And likewise, if the Aces do decide to go for it here on the 4th and very long, again, that'll maybe preserve a little time for the Panthers in either circumstance. So again, timeout on the field. 1 minute and 1 second to go. The Panthers leading the Aces here tonight at Keyser Field 14-8 as we're on the verge of halftime. And the Aces are going to be facing a 4th and 19 when we get back into action. And it looks like they are going to send Bergman back, and Bergman is probably going to see just how far he can kick it. The deeper the better into the Panthers' end of the field. So Bergman, high snap, catches it. Bergman gets his foot into it. It's going to be angling towards the sideline. They pick it up inside the 5. And he eludes 1, 2, but not 3, and they'll bring him down at about the 16, 17-yard line. And I think that was Braden Sanders, number 8, with the punt return. And so the Panthers will get the ball back. They've got 48.9 seconds to work with, a 1st and 10 on their own 18-yard line. So we'll see what the Panthers want to do here. They're deep in their end of the field. They are leading by 6. And the Aces are going to take a timeout. So the Aces waited until the Panthers came out and got a look at their offensive formation and called the timeout. They do not want to take any chances here of Paulding maybe pulling something off where they can have a long pass down the field, some type of a quick strike, and maybe get themselves quickly into scoring position once again. So now the Aces have burned their second timeout of the first half. Both teams have 1 timeout remaining. And again, 48.9 seconds to go here in the first half. So we'll see what Paulding wants to do here with just under 50 seconds to go. They're only leading by 6, so this is still a wide open game here. A big conference matchup for both teams. Both of them would like to pick up a win here tonight. Not only just a win overall, but a GMC win as well. So Fife gets the snap. Fife hands it off, trying to turn the corner. Stiff arm and dropped with just a few yards gain. Lamb might have got 3, and maybe give him 4. So Lamb's long run before they finally corralled him takes a lot of time off the clock, down to just about 20 seconds. And we'll see if they get another play off here before we go to halftime, as we're down to 15 seconds. And the game clock is about 2 seconds faster than the play clock. So they really do not need to, and I don't think they're going to. They're going to just let time expire. It does. And that is the end of the first half. So we've played the first 24 minutes here at Keyser Field in Paulding. And our halftime score, it's the homestanding Paulding Panthers 14 and the Hicksville Aces 8.
Again, a big thank you to ATP Manufacturing Solutions and to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships underwriting our coverage here tonight. Thanks also to the Paulding Athletic Department for giving us space up here in the press box. We're going to take a break. Halftime entertainment on deck for you with the Aces Pride and the Paulding Panthers marching bands. And Brian and I will be back. And we will have all the exciting second half play-by-play coming your way right here on HIX-TV.
So when you start, as soon as he weighs me, as soon as both teams get off the field, then he'll wind the clock. He starts in 20 minutes. Watch this. I'm not used to doing stuff. There's no always steering there. So I give you a run out of the restroom. Yep.
Keep your seats, ladies and gentlemen, as the Aces Pride Marching Band presents Sounds of the Summer. Tonight we have fun in the sun as the band presents a solar coaster ride of music, including the music of Katrina and the Waves, the Ventures, and the Surfaris. We begin our performance this evening as we light up the field with Katrina and the Waves' first U.S. Top 40 hit, Walking on Sunshine. Hold on to your hats, folks. We travel next to the Aloha State. Opponents won't last long against the Aces. It's all sun and games until they call in Captain Steve McGarrett and Hawaii 5-0. Book 'em, Aces. with a tune from the Safaris. We feature the Aces Pride drum line with all suns blazing as we cheer on the Aces to wipe out the competition. Aces fans, as the band salutes the Aces and cheers them on to victory. Thank you, Aces Pride Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Mr. Zach Holmeyer. The Aces Color Guard is directed by Miss Ashley Baum. The band would like to give special thanks tonight to Kent and Mandy Lusty, Joe Siebenaller, and Steve Ayers for their help with the band tonight. I'm Bill Murphy for the Aces Pride Marching Band. May all of you have a great evening.
Now taking the field is the Paulding High School Marching Panthers, led onto the field by Field Commander Sophia Fisher and Natalie Cortez Becerra. The color guard is instructed by Gracie Lemieux, and the band is under the direction of Miss Taryn Root. Our march of the week this week is trumpeter Evan Birch. Tonight the band will perform music from the greatest moments in cinema. Sit back, relax, grab some popcorn as the band takes you on an action-packed journey through film.
goes to school. Purpose them babies.
hockey season. The administration of Paulding High School for their continuous dedication for the success of the program, and to all the parents, guardians, families, and the Paulding community for all their love and support of their students' musical excellence. Thank you from the Paulding Marching Panthers. programs. If you have a maroon paw print on pages 7, 24, 46, or 51, once again, check your programs. If you have a maroon paw print on pages 7, page 24, page 46, or page 51, please bring your program to the Booster Burger Bronze Stand. See Heidi Gouger to claim your prize. Once again, thanks to Boyd Automotive, Australia Insurance, Red Angel Pizza, and Stollmeyer Insurance for their support of Paulding Athletics. Football Parents Club Jungle Cafe still open with cupcakes, cookies, hot chocolate, and coffee. That is located at the north end of the stadium.
And we are back with you from here at Hicksville Field in Paulding, home of the Paulding Panthers. Brian Williams and Bill Murphy, that is me, with Hicksville Community Television. Glad to have you with us. Hope you enjoyed the halftime entertainment. Great job tonight, as always, by the Aces Pride Marching Band, and a pretty good showing, too, from the Paulding Panthers Marching Band. A trip down memory lane. I think Brian could recognize almost all those movie themes. You did, right? Okay. Because they had James Bond and Star Wars, Jurassic Park, Harry Potter. I know. You know all those? Okay. All right. Well, some people don't know me as well, don't know you as well as I do. You have to see Brian in his Hogwarts robes and his little wand. So, anyhow, we're back here, and we are at halftime. The halftime score, if you are just joining us, the Aces are trailing the Panthers here tonight, but only by 6 points. The Paulding Panthers are ahead by a score of 14-8 here at halftime, and the Aces will be getting the ball to start the second half. Again, only down by 6. Do want to take some time here, too, before we get the second half underway to, again, thank our diamond-level sponsors, our 2 diamond-level sponsors that are underwriting all of our Aces sports coverage for the 2021-2022 school year. That is APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville. They are located out in Hicksville's Industrial Park. If you want to find out more, because they do a ton of stuff, they have some really, really cool programs as well, and it's a great place, whether you are looking for a second career, if you are just getting started in your career, if you want some help in being able to cover costs for some furthering of your education. They have some terrific programs. You can find out more and find out how you can become a part of the APT Manufacturing Solutions team by going to their website, which is aptmfg.com. aptmfg.com. Check them out. And again, we want to thank them so very much, Tony, Shelly Nicewander, the whole gang out there for, being our newest diamond level sponsor, underwriting all of our sports coverage here on Hicksville Community Television. And, of course, we have to thank the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships as well, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, the Jim Schmidt Truck Lot, and, of course, online at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, if you're in the market for a vehicle, brand new pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, stop by. Check out the great selections they have on the lots of the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships, or you can check out the complete dealer inventory online anytime at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, at Jim Schmidt, they always do their best to find you exactly the car you want and one that will best suit you and your family's transportation needs. It's all about service before, during, and after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and jimschmidtauto.com. So to both of them and APT Manufacturing Solutions, our thanks, our 2 diamond-level supporters for Hicksville Community Television, making all of our Aces sports broadcasts for this school year possible. We want to thank them both so very much. Again, it's the week before halftime for the Aces, or week before homecoming. It's the week before halftime. It's been a long night, folks. It's been a long week, too. And it really has been kind of a long week. I know this may seem kind of odd, but we've had a lot of things going on at Hicksville Community Television. that are sort of like behind the scenes things. We've had some equipment upgrades that we've put in. We ran into some issues with some of those. It took us a while to get some of those things resolved. We finally have them resolved. We have a couple other things that are in the works that we're not ready to tell you about yet, but we got potentially some pretty cool stuff that's going to be happening coming up, and hopefully not in the not too distant future. So there's just been an awful lot of stuff going on sort of behind the scenes. So you'll have to forgive me if I'm a little bit ragged around the edges. We're going to get back into game form here. I was going to say this is the week before homecoming. The week before homecoming for the Aces. They'll be entertaining Edgerton next week, and it'll be homecoming weekend, and that means that this coming week it'll be Spirit Week at the school. They got fun activities and things that are going to be going on for the kids to do. Each day has a different theme all next week. And on Friday, they've got the big homecoming pep rally to end the school day, which I believe we're going to be live streaming for you on the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page. And I think they're bringing back the parade this year, so they're going to have the floats and so forth. And I'm going to get some more details early next week. I'm hoping that we'll be able to head out like we have in years past, to be able to do some interviews with the Queen and members of her court before the game, find out a little bit more about what they're doing, how they've enjoyed their homecoming week. And then, of course, we'll include the coverage as best we can of the homecoming activities and festivities before the game and at halftime. And, of course, we'll have all the action for you, too, as the Aces will host Edgerton for homecoming night next Friday, October 1st, 7 p.m. That'll be live streamed right here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. So don't miss it. So the Panthers are going to kick it off to the Aces to start half number 2. Put 12 minutes on the third quarter clock, and we'll get ready to get things going here. Paulding leads by 6. The Aces looking to get back into it here. And it's coming mighty close. If he'd taken one more step, it would have been trouble for the Panthers, but they hold it off. So here we go, Paulding. Going to squib it. It'll roll down and get scooped up by Bergman. Bergman's going to lateral it, and Baird is going to drop the ball.
Kickoff return by number 5, Jackson Bergman. Hicksville starts first and 10 from their own 29-yard line.
Right. So the Aces with the ball. And I'm going to break in here because I had somebody just say that I was saying that the name wrong. No, it is APT Manufacturing Solutions in Hicksville. APT Manufacturing Solutions. So if I said it the other way, or maybe I said it wrong earlier, I don't know. But no, that is correct. I thought that's what I've been saying all evening. APT Manufacturing Solutions. That is correct. Don't want anybody. So if I said it backwards earlier, I apologize. All right, back to the business at hand. Klima, ball in the air, caught. And brought down at about the 42-yard line. Kyler Baird makes the grab. So that'll move the chains. So fresh set of downs for the Aces as they're off to a good start here in quarter number 3. Klima dropping back, ball in the air again and caught once again. And that's Balzer. Balzer getting down to the 30-yard line, and that'll get another first down for Hicksville. So another fresh set of downs for the Aces. First and 10 as they move the ball all the way down to the Panthers' 30-yard line. Two backs behind Klima. Look, they've been showing most of the night here. And this is going to be another pass and another man open. And I think he dropped it on. Yep, he did. Incomplete over on the far sideline. That would have been trouble for the Panthers if he'd hauled it in. But not able to pull it in that time. So it'll make it 2nd and 10 for the Aces. Still in good shape at the 30-yard line. Plenty of time to work with. Only 10-13 left to go here in quarter number 3. So only a minute 45 seconds in the quarter expired. So here we go. Aces 2nd and 10 play. It'll be a pitch back to Bergman. Bergman tucks it under. Bergman a little fancy footwork, and he's going to be stopped about a yard short of the line of scrimmage, so it'll bring up 3rd and 11. Bergman couldn't quite shake off the pesky defender from the Panthers. They get him around the ankles finally, and he'll be down at the 31-yard line, middle 3rd and 11. Up in the air, Klima just off the hands of Bergman and incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. That would have been 6 points for sure if Bergman had been able to haul it in, but it was just beyond his fingertips. So 4th and 11 now for the Aces. Likely 4-down territory here early in the 3rd quarter. So they're going to send Bergman out wide this time. And he's sending the house. He's going to launch it over on the other side of the field, and it's going to be incomplete. Again, great defense from the Panthers as they prevent the completion. And they save a touchdown for the 2nd, 3rd time here in this series of plays. So I think that was Paulding's number 33, Dawson Lamb, that broke up the pass. And the Aces will turn it over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 Paulding now at their own 31-yard line. Not much there. That'll be a loss of about 2. Well, they might give him the 30-yard line, loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 11. Starting to cool off nicely outside. Still very comfortable outside here. The lights are on here in Paulding. And the Panthers have the ball. Looking at a 2nd and 11 here with 8:40 to go in the 3rd quarter, this varsity football game. Fife, another handoff, and that's Lamb. Lamb scurries forward to about the 32. So that'll make it 3rd and about 9. So the Panthers with a 3rd and long, deep in their end of the field. We'll see what Jake Fife can come up with here. Gets the word from the sideline and sets his offense. Fife out of the shotgun. Drops back, looking downfield, nothing there. Now he's running. Fife throws it on a prayer. He's got at least a man in the vicinity. It's incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down. And most likely the Paulding punting squad will be heading out onto the field, as Fife just could not find anybody downfield, and then he had to run for his life, and finally just hurled it on a prayer, and not able to be picked off by the ace defender, but not catchable by the Panthers receiver, but at least, again, he had a receiver in the area to avoid the flag. Punting team is out. Here's the snap. And it's a high but short punt, and Baird drops it and falls right on it. That's a good move by Kyler Baird. I think he maybe every now and then when you're getting ready to catch a ball like that, you start thinking about how you're going to try to run it up the field, and that can maybe just be a little bit distracting just enough. And that ball came down, like I said, went right through Baird's hands, and fortunately Kyler was able to fall right on it. So the Aces retain possession and really pretty good field position. It'll be 1st and 10 Hicksville at their own 30-yard line. 7:40 left in the third quarter. Varsity football action coming to you live here on HIX-TV. Bill and Brian, glad to have you with us tonight. Klima, quick inside handoff. Up the middle and some positive yardage up to about the 34, it looks like. So gain of 4, make it 2nd and 6 for the Aces. As the Aces running game, actually it's working a little bit better tonight than it has been in some of the previous weeks, Brian. And we've seen they had their problems with some of their running plays, but managing to get some good positive yardage here tonight at Paulding. It's another good sign for this Aces football team. Klima airing it out, and that was going to be up for grabs, and neither the defender or the receiver able to control that ball. It'll fall incomplete and bring up 3rd down. That was one of those ones that they were neck and neck as the ball was coming right down, and that could have been a battle between the two to see who has control of the football. So here we go, 3rd and 6 now for the Aces. Three wide receivers out on the near side towards us, one on the far side. Klima dropping back, and that's going to be caught. Balzer makes the grab at about the 49-yard line. Well, they're going to actually say he stepped out at the 49 of the Panthers. So good footwork by Brody Balzer. I thought he stepped out of bounds at the Aces 49-yard line, but he tiptoes for another 2 yards. Good job, Brody. Balzer gets him a 1st and 10 at the Panthers 49-yard line. Klima sets. Handoff again. And again, running it right up the gut. And that was a good carry by number 3, Bronson Graber. Graber's going to get him. Graber's going to get him out to about the 46-yard line. So that'll be 2nd and 7 now for the Aces. Caught by Bergman. This could be trouble. Jackson tucks it under. It's a foot race. No one's catching him. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Aces. Jackson Bergman hits it on the slant and turns on the Jets. And into the end zone he goes. The Aces tie it up now, 14-all, with the conversion attempt pending. So Jackson Bergman, about a 38-yard scamper into the end zone. So here we go. They're looking to, they're showing another 2-point conversion attempt here. They were successful the first time. Klima tosses it over the middle, and that should go in, and it does. We're going to wait for the officials, and it is good. So Balzer Cuts across and he finds that open spot right in the middle. Klima dumps it right into his hands and he powers his way into the end zone. And that makes it a 2-point Aces lead now, 16-14 with 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in quarter number 3 at Paulding. Teams will huddle up and the Aces will get ready to kick it off to the Panthers as they find themselves down again in this game that's seen 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th lead change in this game. Again, our coverage here on Hicksville Community Television, underwritten by the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, and by our good friends at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville. Online at jimschmidtauto.com and aptmfg.com. So we'll see what the Aces are going to do here on the kickoff. If they're going to do another onside type kick, squib it, see if they might be able. They came mighty close in that first half to stealing a kickoff and getting the ball back. It was just a holding call that the flag was thrown before the Aces took over possession of the ball after it traveled 10 yards. That was the only thing that stopped them from stealing that kickoff. So we'll see what they come up with or if they'll put their leg into it. Panthers come out and take the field. Again, they're wearing the camo jerseys tonight because it is Military Appreciation Night here at Keyser Field in Paulding. Aces come out. Bergman, the kicker. So Bergman is set, and here we go. He'll boot it, sort of a low liner. And a nice return from the Panthers, battling it out to about the 47-yard line. And that was Lamb again with the kickoff return. Lamb gets some great field position as the Panthers are going to start at their own 47-yard line. So that's where it will be 1st and 10 for the Panthers, looking to retake the lead here on this possession. Both these teams wanting a win here tonight. Fife, quick handoff to the 50, to the 49 of the Aces. Stop there. Gain of 4, make it 2nd and 6. Clock rolling, and we are past the halfway point of quarter number 3, 5:45 and counting. And here come the Panthers. One back besides Fife in the backfield. He'll work out of the shotgun. Keep it himself. Fife straight up the middle, and they'll grab him and drop him at about the 46-yard line as he'll pick up a couple more. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 3. So Fife gets them 3 more. So it'll be 3rd and 3 now for the Panthers. They advance the ball to the Aces' 46-yard line. Fife dropping back to throw again, puts the ball in the air. It's right through the hands of his intended receiver and incomplete. So that'll make it 4th down for the Panthers here. And decision time, ball resting on the Aces' 46-yard line. Paulding down by 2. Fife will bring in the play from the sideline. Fife on 4th down takes the snap. Fife being chased. Fife throws it, desperation, and incomplete. Trapped, and the intended receiver, number 8, Braden Sanders, couldn't get his hands underneath it. He catches it, trapped against the turf, incomplete, and the Panthers will turn it over to the Aces on downs. So Hicksville will retake the football and go back on offense, and they'll have really good field position, taking over on their own 46-yard line, 1st and 10. Clock stops at 4:45 to go here in quarter number 3 with a change of possession. And here come the Aces, up by 2, looking to maybe add to that lead. Klima, quick snap, drops back. Klima, ball's in the air. Klima, man open, broken up and incomplete. That was a nice move by Balzer as he cut back in, and it looked like he had a really good chance to catch that ball, not able to hang on to it. So an incomplete pass, make it a 2nd and 10, but that'll give the Paulding defense something to think about. Aces have come really close several times here in this second half of being able to hit the long bomb pass. So the Aces now with 2nd and 10. And I think that's going to be a false start. Going to back him up 5. Yep.
False starts call against Hicksville.
Aces anticipating a little clap from Klima and a little bit of a shift in the line there. That'll back him up 5 to make it 2nd and 15. So the Aces now looking at a 2nd and 15. And that's to Balzer. And Balzer's got some running room. Brody Balzer working his way, and they just get him around the ankles at about the 29-yard line. Brody Balzer was that close to breaking it and heading towards pay dirt. They managed to get him around the ankle, and they bring him down at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10, Hicksville. Clock rolling, 4 minutes and 20 seconds. So Klima checks behind him, gives it to Bergman. Bergman working his way through traffic down to the 25. Strong carry from Jackson. Picks up about 4. Now they're going to say it's the 26-yard line, so that'll be a gain of just about 3, so 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7 with 3:46 to go. Aces with the ball and driving. They got a 2-point lead, looking to add to that. Klima in trouble, gets away. Nope, they're going to take him down. Klima took a little too long, couldn't find an open man, and couldn't scramble quite fast enough, so he'll be dropped for a loss. So 2nd and 7 is going to become 3rd and about 12. Good job by the Paulding Panthers covering the receivers downfield for the Aces and not giving Klima any easy targets. So a 3rd and long now for the Aces after the tackle for loss. Under 3 minutes to go in quarter number 3. And another whistle and timeout, Aces.
Timeout taken by Hicksville.
So the Aces, I don't know if they were running short on time. I'm kind of blind. Where I'm standing right now, I can't see the play clock counting down, so I don't know if they were coming close to running out of time on the play clock or if perhaps Coach Smith on the sideline or somebody up here on the Aces side of the press box saw something they didn't like. Either way, they called timeout, and they're going to talk it over. First timeout for the Aces. They'll have 2 remaining in the fourth and final quarter when it gets here. Again, the stoppage comes with 2 minutes and 48 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. You're watching varsity football action. It's the Hicksville Aces at the Paulding Panthers, coming to you live from Kieser Field in Paulding here on Hicksville Community Television. Short pause to wet my whistle. Just a soda pop. Just a soda pop. Back in action. Here we go. Aces with a 3rd and 12. Klima gets the snap. Quick throw out and almost. That looked like a kind of a miscommunication between Klima and Bergman, as Bergman just kind of looked surprised that the ball was coming his way and reacted and almost had an interception from the Paulding Panthers. So after the timeout, they're going to be faced with a 4th and 12. And like I said, it looked like some wires were crossed on that last play. Klima, high snap, could be trouble, manages to get it away. Caught by Balzer. Brody Balzer gives new life to the Aces as he catches the ball down at the 15-yard line. Oh, breathe a sigh of relief there, Aces fans. Hicksville looked like they might be in some trouble with a 4th and 12, but especially then a high snap to Klima, but Klima got the ball under control, launched it. Balzer pulls it in, takes him down to the 15-yard line, 1st and 10 Aces. Klima, ball in the air again. And again, his intended target, Balzer. Balzer not able to hang on to it. So that is incomplete. And there's a man down on the field. Clock is stopped, 2:24, as they're going to they're going to tend to the player who's down on the field. Well, again, we're going to have a stoppage of play here, and although we're not quite to the quarter break, I'll take the time to say a big thank you to one of our Diamond level supporters, underwriters of all of our Aces sports coverage here on Hicksville Community Television. That's the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Want to thank them so very much. It's 11 years now in a row that Jim Schmidt has been with us and underwritten all of our Aces sports coverage on Hicksville Community Television. Because of them, we are able to bring you football and volleyball in the fall, and in the wintertime, basketball and wrestling sometime. Depending on the schedule, we try to cover as many of the Aces sports as possible, and we do it from the varsity level all the way down to the junior high. They're the ones that make it possible, and especially we want to thank them when we go on the road, as we are here tonight, when we travel for away games for football or for tournament coverage. Their underwriting support really, really makes a difference and really, really helps us out a lot and lets us bring you the great sports programming here on Hicksville Community Television. So just a reminder, whenever you see Aces sports action on HIX-TV, they're the ones that help make it possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. So a 2nd and 10 for the Aces, still at the 15-yard line. Klima fakes the pitch, puts the ball in the air, caught, and into the end zone, touchdown, Kyler Baird. Kyler Baird, a great catch, and he backs in to the end zone and puts 6 more on the board for the Aces. With the touchdown, the Aces up now 22-14, and another conversion attempt on its way. And this could make it a 10-point game if they are successful here. Right now, Aces are up by 8. So this to make it a 2-possession lead. And Bergman this time not able to get in. He turns the corner, but they bring him up short at about the 3-yard line. So the 2-point conversion fails, and it remains an 8-point differential. But the Aces add to the lead and give themselves a little working space with that lead as they now lead by 8, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, 22-14. 2:16 to go, and Hicksville will get ready to kick things off, kick the ball back to the Paulding Panthers here shortly. We want to express our gratitude once again, too, to the Paulding Athletic Department. They have a terrific facility here. Kind of especially like the private entrance in the back, so we didn't have to go all the way around and walk up all the bleachers. So that was kind of nice, too. And giving us the space here in the press box, allowing us to do our live stream coverage here tonight. We thank them so very much. And on top of that, they throw in some pizza and some drinks. That's a good deal all around. So, again, our heartfelt appreciation to the Paulding Athletic Department and their athletic director. We appreciate their hospitality very much. We really do. 2:16 left in quarter number 3 of this varsity football game. Aces up 22-14. It's an 8-point lead, and Bergman teeing it up, getting ready to kick the ball off to the Panthers, wearing their camo jerseys on this military appreciation night here in Paulding. And that one's not going to go 10 yards. So that will be a misfire as Bergman tried to do it again where he just tapped it enough to be able to run right alongside it. And then as soon as it went past the 50-yard line, fall on it. But unfortunately, he didn't tap it quite hard enough, and the ball stops dead at the 48-yard line, it looks like. Maybe the 47. We'll see whether it's going to be the 48-yard line. And that's where the Panthers will take over. Good field position. 1st and 10. Jacob Fife working out of the shotgun again. Fife only a sophomore. Quick handoff. I think that's to Lamb. Avoids one. And Lamb gets down near the 30-yard line as he stiff-armed Baird. Got by him, and he'll take it down to the 31-yard line. That'll be another 1st down for the Panthers. So a strong run from Lamb. Once again, he's had a few good ones here tonight. And the Panthers are in business down at the 31-yard line of the Aces. Fife bobbles the ball, and Fife is going to pay the price for that. He sort of bobbled the ball, and I don't know if he missed the handoff that he was supposed to make. But either way, it was all he could do to control the football, and they're going to say he was in the grasp, and they are going to mark him down at the 39-yard line. So I guess the point where they wrapped him up is where they say that he was down. So back to the 39-yard line, which will bring up a 1st, or make that a 2nd and 18. Another handoff, and back down inside the 30, so they get the lost yardage back. That was number 8, I believe, Braden Sanders. Sanders takes it down to the 29-yard line. So at least they'll have 3rd and less than 10, so it'll be 3rd and about 8. So a 10-yard pickup for Sanders. Gives the Panthers a 3rd and 8 from the Aces' 29-yard line. Split backs on the side of Fife. Another handoff. And the Aces are waiting for him this time, and they'll drop him at the 30 for a loss of about 1. So Lamb this time is not able to break through, and he'll be taken down for a 1-yard loss to bring up 4th down and 9. So ball at the 30-yard line. Pretty sure that the Panthers are going to go for it here. They're down by 8. We'll see what they're going to do. Down to, well, that would probably be the last play of the quarter As Brian is pointing at, and I said, yep, how about that? Yes. All zeros on the scoreboard. So the third quarter comes to an end, and after 3, it's the Aces leading the Panthers here at Keyser Field, 22-14, our score after 3. Well, we'll get ready for the fourth and final quarter coming up here. We'll flip ends of the field, and while we've got some time, again, I'll say a big thank you to our other Diamond level supporter and underwriter, being a part and helping to bring all of the Aces sports broadcasts that you're going to see between now and the end of the school year here on Hicksville Community Television, and that is APT Manufacturing Solutions in Hicksville, Ohio. APT Solutions. We had a great time out there a while ago. We went out and we did one of our live stream updates from APT and talked with Tony Niswander. And we want to thank them so very much for joining with us and teaming up with us and helping us bring you Aces sports coverage. Again, they have a lot to offer, and they have a lot of stuff that they do. It's really kind of hard to summarize. So what I've been saying and what I will continue to say is that if you'd like to learn more, and especially, I mean, if you're looking to maybe start an exciting new career or start a second career or resume some, be a mentor to younger people, or you get some training, learn some new skills. There's a whole bunch of programs that they offer you can take advantage of, and you can find out more by going onto their website, aptmfg.com, aptmfg.com. I want to thank them for their support. It's a pass and a catch for the Paulding Panthers. And again, our huge thanks to APT Manufacturing Solutions for underwriting our Aces sports coverage for the 2021-2022 school year. And the pass is short. That was close, but it's going to be Aces ball. So, not sure exactly. I was talking about PT tool. Oh my goodness! But I think that the ball was caught, but it was short of the first down yardage. So the Aces will get the ball back. Turnover on downs. 1st and 10. And now the Aces are going to see if they can grind out some yardage on the ground and keep that clock rolling. That was Bergman with the carry. Bergman getting out to about the 21-yard line, which will make it second and about 11 here, about a 1-yard loss. So the Aces with a 2nd and 11 here. Ball on their own 21-yard line. Klima, ball in the air, and he throws behind his intended receiver ball. So you can tell Brody has not played for a couple weeks. He's made some great plays, and he's had some great catches here tonight. But there's also been times where he and Klima have just been a little bit out of sync. And that's one of those times right there as the ball goes behind Brody and falls incomplete to bring up 3rd down. Fourth quarter now, 11:09. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. So here we go. 3rd down. Klima's going to hurl it. Caught. That will be first down yardage. Out across the 45, near midfield. They're going to mark him down at the 47. So the Aces pick up the first down, and we've got another player down for the Panthers right at midfield. So a great pass, I think. I think that was Steffel that caught it, number 8. but don't hold me to that. As the Panther player gets up and is able to make his way off field under his own power. Good to see that. And we'll get ready to get back into action. It'll be Aces ball, 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line. With 11 minutes and 2 seconds to go. Klima gets the snap. Klima drops back, puts the ball in the air, and that'll be a flag. I'm not surprised. I mean, they've both. It's been really well played between the receivers and the defenders here tonight. But again, there have been many times where the defenders have been really, really close to making contact, and they've been doing it. I mean, and that time, the Paulding defender was just a little bit too early. And so that'll be the pass interference call. So that will move the ball all the way down to the 38-yard line of the Panthers. 1st and 10 for the Aces. And this time Klima hangs on to the ball himself, and Aaron manages to work his way down to about the 32-yard line. Quarterback keeper. Klima hasn't done that too many times this evening. But this time he hangs on to the ball, and he'll take it down to the 32-yard line, where it will be 2nd and about 4. So the Aces now looking good. A 2nd and 4 down at the 32-yard line of the Panthers. High snap, and again, Klima's going to hang on to it again. Klima's going to go forward, and again, Klima's going to get positive yards, and I think is going to move the chains. So a couple quarterback keepers, as Klima calls his number twice in a row, and that's going to get the Aces 4 more downs. It'll be 1st and 10 for Hicksville as the ball goes all the way down to the 27-yard line. And now Klima in some trouble, gets away from one, and he's going to get smacked before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So that should bring up 2nd and about 11. And a flag on the play, though. Or was there a flag? Nope, there wasn't. Okay. I thought I saw a flag come out. I have been corrected. So 2nd and 12 now for the Aces as Klima loses a couple on that carry. Klima, ball in the air, and no good. That'll be incomplete, and that'll bring up 3rd down. I think that was Baird over on the far side. So once again, a long 3rd down, 3rd and 12. Klima puts the ball in the air, and he throws again behind Bergman. And that's going to bring up 4th down. And again, Bergman looking like he was a little bit confused by that play. Holding up his hands like what was going on there. So not sure whether Klima just maybe didn't get his foot down and didn't have enough on the ball, threw it off course. Either way, it's 4th and 12 now for the Aces. And again, at the 29-yard line, they're in 4-down territory here. They've managed to convert on these long 4th down plays a couple times. And we're going to have a timeout on the field. That'll be the 2nd timeout called by the Aces as they're going to see what they can come up with on a 4th and 12 when we resume action here shortly. Fourth quarter, 8 minutes and 56 seconds left here in this varsity football game. Aces looking to pick up their first win of the season tonight. They are 0-5 coming into the game as they've had a rough start to this season, dropping all 3 of the non-conference games to start off the season and then losing their first 2 GMC games to Wayne Trace and Ayersville. So looking to put one in the win column here tonight in a bad way, as again they get ready for homecoming against the Edgerton Bulldogs 1 week from tonight back at Aces Field. So Hicksville will come back out on to the gridiron, and we'll get ready to get things underway. Again, the Aces looking at a 4th and 12, the ball at the 29-yard line. They got to get to the 17 to move the chains. High snap, and this could be trouble, and Klima's just going to hurl it. And a flag thrown. Klima hits the turf, and we'll wait and see what the flag is. So so that was as a result of Klima scrambling, there was an ineligible receiver downfield. And, of course, that being a 4th down play, the Panthers declined the penalty. They're not going to back up the Aces and give them another crack at it. So they'll decline the penalty, and because of that, the Panthers take over on downs. They'll get the ball back 1st and 10 on their own 29-yard line. Down by 8, 22-14, and 8 minutes and 51 seconds to work with for Fife and the Panther offense. Quick handoff. And Lamb is going to get out to about the 33-yard line before he's forced back. So forward progress. That'll be a gain of about 4. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Panthers. So the Aces set their defense once again, and here come the Panthers. Jacob Fife, split back on either side of him, working out of the shotgun. Fife dropping back to throw, looking downfield, puts the ball in the air. He's got a man, and it's caught. Baird corrals him and brings him down, but not before they pick up a lot of yards all the way down to the Aces' 39-yard line. So Panthers haul it in and get all the way down to the 39-yard line for a 1st down. Again, they're a touchdown and a 2-point conversion behind the Aces here. Fife again hands it off, and this will be close to 1st down yardage. Pick up of about 8, it looks like. They're going to mark him down at the 32-yard line. That should make it 2nd and about 3. So here come the Panthers. 7 minutes to go here in the game. Looking at a 2nd and 3. Fife gets the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Fife right up the middle, and he'll be stopped right at the 30-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and 1. Fife can't quite make it to move the chains. He's stopped about a yard shy. It'll be 3rd and 1. As the ball on the 30-yard line of the Aces. Again, Fife getting the word from Panthers coach, and he'll take it back to the huddle. Aces adjusting their defense. It's another handoff, and it's going to be close. We'll see. I think he might have got it, according to the one referee nearest to us. They're marking it about a yard past where they needed to go. So they're going to give him enough forward progress to move the chains, and the ball will rest at the 28-yard line. So they needed one, and the Panthers pick up 2 to move the chains and get themselves 4 more downs. We go under 6 minutes, so we're past the halfway point of this fourth quarter here tonight. Fife dropping back to pass. Puts the ball in the air. He hits his man inside the 10. It'll be a first and goal for the Panthers at about the 9-yard line as Fife throws a strike. And the Panthers are threatening once again.
First and goal from the 9-yard line.
So first and goal for the Panthers.
On the 9-yard line here. Now we'll see if the Hicksville defense can respond like Paulding did just a series ago.
And they'll hand it off to Lamb. Lamb turns the corner. A flag is thrown. They're going to stop him before he gets to the end zone. But a flag thrown from behind the Paulding line of scrimmage, where usually that's going to be holding. And Lamb, yep, the run will be negated. It'll be a hold against the Panthers. That'll back him up 10 from the spot of the foul. So it'll be against the Panthers. Well, it looks like there are 2 fouls. No, okay, I didn't think so. So I think there might have been 2 infractions. It looks like there might have been a hold that was declined and a face mask that was accepted, but either way, they back them up about 15. Oh, now they're putting it back down at the 15-yard line. I'm not sure what's going on there. So now it'll be first and goal from the 15. So the hold must have been about 5 yards in, and they backed it up 10 to the 15. Fife puts the ball in the air, caught, and that'll be down inside the 5 at about the 4-yard line. So it'll be second and goal as they move it all the way down to the 2. 4:24 and the clock rolling. Fife hands it off and caught from behind by Bergman and dropped. I think it was Lamb that was the carrier, and Bergman just came up behind him and took him to the turf. So Dawson Lamb brings up, does not make it, and that'll make it third and goal as they'll lose a yard and be back to the 3-yard line now. Clock continuing to roll, under 4 minutes now left in the game. Panthers down by 8. Fife, handoff, and they're going to pile him up, and it looks like they're going to hold him up short. They'll take it down to the 1-yard line, so the Aces hold firm and bring up fourth and goal. And with a fourth and goal from the 1-yard line staring them in the face, the Panthers are going to call their first timeout of the second half and talk about it. They need to get into the end zone. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie the game. So we haven't seen Paulding attempt a 2-point try yet. They've been able to kick the extra point for their 2 touchdowns so far tonight. So we'll see the Aces are 2 out of 3 on their 2-point attempts tonight. So we'll see what happens. But first things first, the discussion about the extra point conversion is really moot unless they get it into the end zone. So that's the first order of business. The Aces going to see if they can pull off the stop here. And the Panthers, they got 1 yard to go to make it a 2-point game. 3.5 minutes left in regulation in the fourth quarter. And here we come, the Panthers, down by 8, looking to punch it in. And they power it forward and into the end zone. That makes it 22-20. So they close the gap, and they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this one up. We haven't had an overtime game yet so far this season. So here we go. The Aces defense has got to be on the ball here and try to prevent this 2-point conversion. So here come the Panthers looking to tie it up. And they're going to throw it, and it'll be no good. Little misdirection play as they handed it off, and then they tried to throw it to Fife. And Fife well short of the goal line. So the Aces fans can breathe a little sigh of relief as they keep their 2-point lead, 22-20, 3 minutes and 24 seconds, and the Aces are going to get the ball back. So hopefully Hicksville will be able to get the ball, maintain control of it, and maybe put together a nice long offensive series and either get some insurance points on the board or maybe even burn off the remaining 3 minutes and 20-some seconds, 3 minutes and 24 seconds of this fourth quarter. We'll see what's going to happen here. First, they got to get the ball back, and the Panthers are going to be kicking it off shortly. And we'll see what the Panthers have up their sleeve for the kick. Entertaining ball game here tonight. Again, it's been a lot of fun watching and calling the action for you here on Hicksville Community Television. 2-point game. Aces on top, 22-20. 3 minutes, 24 seconds left in regulation. And the Panthers getting ready to kick the ball back to the Aces here. So the Aces want to make first things first, and that's to control the football after the kick here. And this time they do the onside kick. And that's going to be Aces ball. I think that was Graber who grabbed it. I think it was number 3. He got popped as soon as he did. And he's still down. He's still down. He took a shot when he grabbed that ball. And he is on the turf. And hopefully it's nothing major here. As they're talking with him. So we're going to hope that everything is okay here. And we'll get back to action shortly as he does get up. Yep, and that is number 3. Bronson Graber. Graber took, when they talk about taking one for the team, you could just show that little clip there of Graber getting that onside kick as a prime example of just what that is, because he really took one for the team that time. Bronson will have to come out for at least one play. So Aces back out onto the field, 3:23 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Hicksville with a 2-point lead and the ball. Klima, 2 backs behind him. He'll shift him around, hand it off to, and that will be to Bergman, and a flag thrown. So we'll find out what the flag is. Looks like it might be against the Aces. And it will be a hold against Hicksville. So that'll move him back. It'll stay first down. So that'll take it back to about the 37, 38 yard line. Yeah. So that'll move it back. It'll remain first down for the Aces, but it'll be first and very long. But again, still a first down for Hicksville. They move the ball back to the Aces' 38 yard line. That'll make it first and a long way. So the Aces, first and 20 plus. So Klima, high snap, Klima. He's going to be taken down back at the 30. So that's going to make it second and about 25 or so. As the Aces, now the Aces are in a bad way, and the Panthers are going to capitalize. They're going to take a timeout here and preserve some clock. Because right now, the Aces really needed to be able to move the ball forward and get a 1 or 2 first downs here to maintain control of this game, and they have not been able to do that. They're moving backwards again. So 3:10, and they're way back at the 33-yard line now with a second, and that'll be about a second and 26, I think. The Aces need to get the ball to the Paulding 41-yard line. So a second and 26. 3 minutes and 10 seconds. And so the Aces kind of behind the 8 ball here. They need a good play. Klima, looks like Bergman might be going to take the snap here. And Bergman does. Bergman rolls out. Bergman hangs on to it. Bergman working his way up. And he'll get a little bit of it back, but not much. And Bergman gets out to about the 38-yard line, and that'll bring up fourth down. And still over 20 yards to go for a first down. So 3rd and 21 officially. So the Aces with one more crack at it, and again they're going to keep Bergman. And Bergman again is going to work his way through, and Bergman out to about midfield. They're going to take it out to the 49-yard line. So Bergman, a couple of good carries, and gets back some of the, gets back all the lost yardage and makes it a 4th and 9 right at midfield. And it'll be the 3rd and final timeout called by the Paulding Panthers. 2 minutes and 14 seconds. So Paulding trying to get everybody on the same page. It's going to be, well, right at midfield. Are the Aces going to go for it on a 4th and 9? And again, give the ball to Bergman or someone and just have them run it and see if they get lucky and pick up 9 yards. If not, advance it as far as they can. Are they going to drop Bergman back and punt it as hard as he can, as far down the field as he can? What is Coach Smith going to come up with here? Here come the Aces. We're going to find out shortly. And the Panthers will break huddle too. Again, our thanks to APT Manufacturing Solutions and the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, underwriting our exciting coverage here from Paulding this Friday night. Bergman dropping back, showing punt. Long snap. Bergman puts his leg into it, and it's going to roll past the down man, and that'll be exactly what the doctor ordered for the Aces, as they'll down it inside the 10-yard line. It looked like it was, I think it might have been Klima that ran all the way down there and downed the ball. So all the way back to the Panthers' 6-yard line, 1st and 10 with 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go. And again, Paulding has used all of their timeouts, so they are not able to stop the clock. So they're going to have to manage things very carefully here to make sure that they don't get caught and run out of time. Fife dropping back, puts the ball in the air. It's incomplete, and that'll make it 2nd and 10 from the 6. And was that it? Did you hiccup there? A little bit of a camera whoop. I think we see a UFO up there or something. You're trying to try. All right, here we go. Enough making fun of Brian. Here we go. Fife dropping back in the shotgun. He's almost at his goal line. Fife drops back into the end zone. Here come the Aces. He's running for his life. Fife gets out of the end zone, and they're going to bring him down out at about the 15-yard line, which is going to be close to first down yardage. So that's going to be a 3rd down and about 3. And Fife again puts the ball in the air. This one's going to get caught and out of bounds right around the 20, which should get him a fresh set of downs. It does. So the Panthers will move the chains and get out of bounds to stop the clock with 1:26 seconds left in regulation. They'll put the ball at the 21-yard line. So the Panthers 79 yards away from being able to pull this one out. And they've got 1:26 seconds to do it in. So Jacob Fife gets the snap. Fife drops back. Fife being chased. Fife gets the ball in the air, and it'll be caught. And it'll be another first down. And he was battling to get himself out of bounds, and I guess he did. They'll stop the clock with 1:16. So they get out to the 33-yard line with 1:16 left to play, as they've been working the sidelines and stopping the clock going out of bounds to preserve a little time for themselves. Fife dropping back again. Fife in trouble again. Fife throwing it again, and Fife throws it away, and we'll see if there's going to be a flag. It should be, and it is. Fife just threw that one just to avoid the sack. There was nobody in the area, and he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage either, I don't think. But either way, that'll be loss of down. So that one hurts the Panthers big time, as they'll lose yardage. They're going to be all the way back to about the 15-yard line, and it'll be loss of down. So it is 2nd and 28 now. So Fife gets the ball, drops back, puts it in the air. He's got a man, and it's broken up. Nice play by the Aces, flying in and getting his hand up. And flag, no, I take that. That was a football being thrown in from the sideline. 1:03 to go. So that'll bring up 3rd down and forever. Not quite 30 yards, 3rd and 28. Panthers down by 2. They've got 1:03, no timeouts. And they got a long way to go to get to the end zone. Aces need to stiffen up their defense, and they really want to put a stop on them here in this series. Flag thrown. And that'll be a false start. Back Paulding up 5 more. So now Paulding running into some bugaboos here late in the game as an intentional grounding call and now a false start has moved them all the way back to about their 11-yard line, where it will be 3rd and 33. Minute 2. And Jake Fife and company are going to really need to pull one out here. Fife's going to hang on to the ball. Fife's going to take off running. Fife's going to try to get around the corner, and Fife is going to be taken down at about the 12-yard line, and they're going to say he was stopped, and he did not make it out of bounds, so the clock continues to roll. Down to 40 seconds, and it's 4th and a quarter of a mile for the Paulding Panthers. 4th and Fife dropping back. He's going to need a miracle. Fife running for his life. And Fife is going to be stopped well short. Well short. Aces are going to take over on downs, and they're going to win this football game. Hicksville is going to take home the W tonight. 19.8 seconds left to go. And they're going to take over on downs, and all they'll need to do is take a knee. The Panthers have used their timeouts. They cannot stop the clock. So the Aces will come out, and they'll take one snap in the victory formation, and that will be all she wrote. We'll count down the remaining seconds, and then we're going to wrap it up and head back towards Aces country with a win under our belt tonight. Klima takes a knee, and that's probably the best knee that he has taken all season long, as the Aces break their 5-game losing streak and come away with a win here tonight in Panther country. As the final 2 seconds tick off, it's official. Aces winners here tonight at Paulding, 22-20, our final score. So we want to say a bunch of thank yous here as we wrap things up and get ready to head back home ourselves. First off, a big thank you once again to the Paulding Athletic Department here at Paulding Schools for allowing us to be here, giving us terrific space up here in the press box, allowing us to do our live stream coverage. Cannot thank them enough. And again, they threw in some pizza and some beverages. So our hats are off, and a big, big thank you again to the Paulding Athletic Department. We appreciate their hospitality so very much. Thanks also to our 2 diamond level. I like saying that. It's a new thing we just started, but our diamond level sponsors. That's the people that are underwriting all of our Aces sports coverage. Our legacy, I guess, diamond level sponsor, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships at Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. And our brand new diamond level underwriter, APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville. located in Hicksville Industrial Park. Find out about the many opportunities for you and your future that are available at APT Manufacturing Solutions by checking out their website, aptmfg.com. Again, that's aptmfg.com. We want to thank both of them so very much for their underwriting support. And thanks to all of you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the coverage tonight here on Hicksville Community Television. So with that, we are going to wrap things up. Again, our next Sports Live stream broadcast coming your way on the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page next week on Tuesday. It'll be junior high volleyball action as the Aces will host Sonora, the 7th and 8th grade girls, starting at 5 p.m. on that Tuesday afternoon. Our next football live stream comes your way 1 week from tonight. It'll be homecoming. We'll be back at Aces Field as the Aces will throw out the homecoming welcome mat to the Edgerton Bulldogs. So until then, again, a big thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the coverage tonight. One more time, your final score this evening, it's the Aces putting up their first win of the season and their first win in the GMC, knocking off the Panthers here at home, at the Panthers home tonight. 22-20 the final score. For Brian Williams, running the iPad Pro camera, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing all of you a very good night and good sports.